10 miles west of downtown Chicago, Oak Park is a streetcar suburb established in the late 19th century. It also has the largest concentration anywhere in the country of Frank Lloyd Wright designed homes. But in the early 20th century, Frank Lloyd Wright and his contemporaries did not have to think about energy use in these homes. Today, we know it's a very important focus, including at a 1902 home that has recently achieved net zero status.
There's a lot of great architecture here. These were homes that were built as beautiful as they could do it back then, and there's a lot of investment that has been made here in terms of the architectural care and thought, and it's definitely a point of pride for Oak Park.
So how are you thinking about how to update an existing home?
Basically what we would do if we were doing a new build, but the thing is, fitting those into an old house takes a lot of care in both the design and in the construction. I mean, it's really a craftsmanship exercise. In this case, we got the insulation and the mechanical system so efficient that we could offset the amount of energy and then get to net zero.
Net zero meaning the house is making more energy than it's consuming.
Yeah.
Wow, Tom, this is not at all what I would have imagined for the interior of a 1902 home. It's so open, this entry.
Yeah, it's interesting because the old house, the functions are kind of where they were before. Kitchen, dining, living space, stair. But we've really re-articulated how they relate to each other. These houses had a great way of addressing the street and kind of creating a nice picturesque front. But when it comes to the actual flow of living space, that wasn't what it was about. It was about separate rooms, separate activities. So now the flow is very much more fluid.
And the kitchen is really the center of this first floor.
The kitchen-dining relationship is so crucial. I feel like I haven't met a client yet who says, yeah, I want that to be totally separate. There was a big wall here, separated it. So yeah, we opened that up and it made the light so much better. But then the other way we could open it up was here. The back of the house had just a wall. I mean, there was virtually no connection visually to the backyard. So we got to situate this mudroom here as our way to come in and out, and then lots of glass to give us a good connection to the back where we really have that nice indoor-outdoor flow.
It's an elegant solution.
It's what residential architecture is all about, thinking about how people live and how plans can evolve with that. That's really the beauty and the challenge of residential design. Anything that you do in a historic district that's visible from the street, whether it's garage or house, is going to have to meet the guidelines of the Preservation Commission. Mm-hmm. Really, it's what provides the continuity and the cohesiveness of the historic district.
And you weren't thinking about it just in terms of a new garage, you're also thinking about it in terms of the solar. If I compare this building to the home across the street, that really complex roof line makes it challenging to figure out where those solar panels are going to go.
When we designed the garage initially, we designed a south-facing single pitch roof. It was a very contemporary looking building. Preservation Commission didn't like it, so we pivoted to the gable here that looks more traditional. So basically the solar just went where no historic building was, just on the new work, and we got still to our net zero goal with that.
Lots of things changed in the home on the first floor, but the stairs in the exact same place, right?
Yeah, pretty much. And one of the great things about this house was that the staircase volume was larger than it absolutely needed to be, so it gave us this good opportunity to bring light in. But the stairway from the second floor to the attic was quite cramped. So we widened that out, and at the top we have some Alpine windows which form a nice clear story that bring light into this part of the house. Mm-hmm. This is kind of the adults floor, so we've got the primary suite, the home gym, their home offices, and the laundry space. The attic, which had been bedrooms, sort of uncomfortable bedrooms and a small bath, we renovated. So that's the kids' zone with a nice little bath and a fun little crawl space tunnel between their bedrooms. And part of the idea with the staircase really working for us was to create these diagonal views between the floors so that they didn't feel like they were really in a very separate zone. You know, it's all unified with this big light-filled space.
And more light means less reliance on artificial light, lower energy bills, all that's a good thing, right? And we can see that the greenest home is the one that already exists.
Yeah, if you really renovate it right. Passive design is the backbone of designing for conservation. So the shape of a building, the orientation, the number of windows, the type of systems in the building really contribute to its base load. How much does it take just to keep that thing going? Phius is an organization that does training of professionals like me, and it also does the certification of buildings. They give us these nice clear metrics that we can use when we're doing energy modeling alongside our design. Net zero is when we offset that energy use with solar energy or other renewable energy on site.
Well, the building modeling that you're doing is very sophisticated, and the materials science is also very complex. But the materials we're talking about are just readily available.
Yeah, there's nothing magic here. You can find these things all over the country. What we chose for this project is the Climate Master Trilogy heat pump, which delivers heating, cooling, and hot water. Our air barrier strategy involved Aero Barrier by AeroSeal, and we worked with Owens Corning and specified their natural polymers natural therm with a super energy recovery ventilator, which is called the Serve 2 by Build Equinox.
Tom, it's been really fascinating today to see the science behind the building and to see also how this 1902 house has had a second life.
Thanks. It's so rewarding to do this work. Knowing that we can make this work in a way that they're more comfortable, more resilient, that the owners will love them because of the way the design works for them, is extremely rewarding.